Welcome back to Burgundy Drip Gold Trim. And if you're here for the first time, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Definitely make sure after you subscribe, you hit the notification bell. Now let's get right into this video. Back with a drip that hits and a trim that fits so eloquently well. It's your boy, Style and Curated, brought to you by yours truly, the eloquent one, Mr. Royale Black. Just pretty much here to just give you a brief and concise, keys to success, a prediction of the game the Washington Commanders have going against the Philadelphia Eagles. First and foremost, I don't really have the injury report off top. I really don't see any major names that's really off, but we're just going to go into where we left off at Buffalo. We don't want to leave off at that, and that's not what I meant by that, but this is what I mean. As far as we have to pick up that play that was very unacceptable on all fronts and of all aspects of coaching staff and the players and everything, and just going back and looking at film and just studying. It was a lot of points left out there on the field, and it was a lot of just sloppy football, and we pretty much gave Buffalo the bulk, if not all of their points. I want to give credit where it's due because they capitalized on their possession, but it just always seemed like we turned over the ball and gave them an opportunity to capitalize, and that is a no-no going on the road into a hostile environment until Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. We already know how the fans is did. And first and foremost, we already know this is a division game. We want to. I would love if we can honestly have a winning record in the division, whether it be 4-2, 5-1. I want to have a winning record. I don't want to go 3 for 3. Like, no, this is important. We nip it in the bud and we get it out early. I know we're facing a defensive front of Sweat, the rookie Jalen Carter. We're facing Jordan Davis for some big boys. Hassan Reddick. I know what we're facing on that side of the ball. We know the two corners. Scary Terry is very familiar with them. But as far as like one of the keys to the game, we have to get Terry going. We have to get Jahan going. But most importantly, Terry going in this game. Because Terry thrives playing against the Eagles. He thrives playing in these NFC East games, especially against the Giants and the Eagles. The last few years, I was hoping Trayvon Diggs would be around and Terry can get his lick back. But Terry had 3 catches, 70 yards last year. Hearing the feedback from the Cowboys fan, Trayvon wasn't matched up on. He wasn't on the side of the field, whatever. But Cowboys was playing for something that game. And we should have the mentality that we plan for something every game, especially these division games. We have to set the precedent early. We cannot neglect running the ball. Please, EB, for the love of God, please do not reject running the ball. Me sitting up there and watching that, and then actually, just watching and seeing for myself, I'm just like, bro, why are we not running the ball no more? Then when I left the game, I checked the box score, only 10 carries for 70 yards. Okay, so he was getting 7 yards per carry because I know at the start of that second half, B-Rob was picking up momentum. And you see what B-Rob did last year off the fresh wound and how he came into Lincoln Financial Field. It was like some 3-4 yards per carry, but those are some significant yards. Us being able to control the clock, keep the ball, play turnover-free football. The fact that we had to drop Sam Howell back 39 times last week, 39 times, and was sacked with 9 times. That right there is unexcusable. I know some of it was on Sam, some of it was on the line. I think some of it was on the coaching staff too. EB, man, you have to get into Sam head. You have to. I would like to see more screenplays, more of the checkdowns. That's another fact I think going into the game against the Eagles that we should focus on too is getting our playmakers involved in the backfield and getting the receivers involved. And I feel like B-Rob, I think he's really going to come out this year. I don't know about the whole Jonathan Taylor trade. That's for another video. But I like what B-Rob is doing, and it's already showing within the first 3 weeks. He's one of the league leaders in rushing. I still have an old school approach and mentality about keeping the ball on the ground playing turnover-free football. And Antonio Gibson is not a in between the tackles runner. I don't ever want to see him attempting going in between the tackles. I don't even want to see him on the goal line. We already know we have C-Rod and we have B-Rod. We have the bodies up front. We have the backs up front to do all that. I strictly just want to see AG just like off of probably like a running play when he's running off to the side, running off a tackle, or he's like in space. He's a receiver. We need to see more of that. Like AG, you just need to be like the check down. Like I don't want to see you trying to do anything with the running back duties no more. Personally, I think like we've seen that time we thought we was gonna see an AG of him potentially, hitting that home run, becoming that running back. I think it's run its course, pun intended. We just have to move past that. We can't even dwell on the past for that. We just have to use AG for what AG is for. I'm not saying don't ever give him a carry. Like maybe give him a carry out like the shotgun, like you're running like off a tackle, but not between like the center and guard. I don't want to see that. Like that's B-Rob. B-Rob is a natural runner, natural running back. He's been playing the position you can tell his whole life. AG is the better far as like the agility and athleticism. He might have him edged out on that department, but we need to play old school football. We need to be conservative, points of the game, and then we do need to take our shots downfield. We need to try, because you see what Terry does to Darius Slade, and you see what he does to Bradbury. We need to have these receivers. We need to mix it up. And Terry and Jahan and these receivers, they need to get separation. They need to we all need to do our job. We understand what's at stake. The coaching staff. And that was very unacceptable. We can't have anything unacceptable like that moving forward. As a fan of somebody just objectively calling this out, that was just a sloppy game. Like I don't want to take no credit away from what Buffalo did, but I feel like we just gave them everything. We just gave them a bulk of their points. And I feel like just like when the points is there, take it. Because I always feel like you can learn from what you did the week prior. NFL is a week-to-week league. I done seen teams score like 6 points. They couldn't score. Next week they'd come out and score like 37 points, 45. This would just be weird. Like the NFL is weird like that. It's based off on just week to week. Understanding, watching the film. Your reads and your installs. And Sam is going through his growing pains. With this offensive line, we have to have quick strikes. That's why I'm saying keeping it on the ball. And playing the quick game. You see like how when we play the quick game, we keep the defense on their feet like how we did in Denver, like how I got his back. Sam shown he can make them throws, but him dropping him back with all that pressure, then you see Buffalo defense already know. You could tell like Buffalo's corner was like, man, he's losing that confidence. And like the fact that we were still throwing it out there, like EB, it's made it hard for like EB case moving forward, but maybe all of us are just caught up in the moment. Who knows? Sam may have a 4 touchdown game this week, which would be nice and us to leave, most importantly, with that win. Sam has to cut down on turnovers. We know that. We have to cut down on sloppy football and turnovers. We have to work on our blocking protection, our run protection, and our screens. We have to play a lot more discipline. We have to play up to par and up to pace, because that's where the league is at today, in terms of that. But I wouldn't mind backtracking. I wouldn't mind, keeping that ball on the ground and, mixing it up, and along with the screens, we got to get Terry involved. I'm just going to say that. The tight ends, Sam is really, he has an affinity for these tight ends, and I ain't mad at that. I understand, because I said this in previous videos into the summer on into the season. The running back and the tight end is a safety blanket for a young quarterback, but you don't want to get too comfortable with that, where the defense know where you're going. So we're going to have to mix it up. And as far as the prediction on the game, if we can clean all of that up, maybe we can make it competitive enough. Philly hasn't looked all that great themselves. So this might be just like how it was last week in my prediction. But my prediction was also based on the factor of rain. Not sure of the weather in Philly. I haven't seen anything or read anything. It might just be an old school burgundy and gold versus the Kelly green type NFC East affair, which can possibly go either or. But Philly is looking for revenge. So I say, like, if based on our performance, I want to see us edge it out. But I can see Philly possibly winning like a 23-19, just to be honest with you. But it could go either or. We can edge them out. But that'd probably be my final score prediction, 23-19. If we could pick it up, because I'm just having wishful thinking right now. I'm not going to wrap you up too much longer. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please, let's get into that comment section and engage with a brother, man. Let's interact, man. Help me get into that YouTube algorithm. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoy Washington Commanders content, along with some NFL content and some objective content. Please, you're here with the one, the burgundy one, Royale Black, burgundy drip, gold trim. So, till next time, hail to the Washington Commanders, man. Peace and blessings.